Hey y'all, we are in beautiful Branson today and we're going to be cooking with some very special people, Dwight and Linda Sprague. They are the whole reason that I am here in Branson, Missouri. They made this all possible. They believed in me. They're my biggest cheerleaders and they really did make this happen for me. So we're going to go over to their house today and visit with them. I think we're going to make chicken fried steak because that's what Dwight wanted, and we're going to make some fried potatoes. So we're on our way over to their house. I also like to nickname Dwight and Linda Thurston and Lovey Howe, because when I first met them, when they came in, Linda, well, she's always dressed to the nines. I mean, every time, morning, noon, or night, you can drop by her house anytime, and she is like full makeup, earring, everything. That's why I have makeup on today, because she makes me feel so ashamed. She just always looks perfect. And so she had a little mink stole on the first time I met them, and they are just precious people. So anyway, we're going to go over and visit with them and cook some supper. And I'm going to tell you a little story about how this all came about. So I want to show you, this right here is the Shady Oak Motel. And this is where Dwight and Linda, this is their first motel. So originally they lived in Nixa, Missouri, which is about 30 minutes from here. And Dwight had come up here to Branson to see his uncle who had a motel. And he said, this was in 1976, and he said cars were just coming in and out and checking into this motel. And he said, oh, Linda, we're moving to Branson. So they did. They loaded up the truck and they moved to Branson, Missouri. And them and their two little girls, and they lived in the Shady Oak Motel. They cleaned all the rooms themselves. They ran it. They did everything. And then a few years later, they sold the Shady Oak Motel. And then they came and they built this. They built the Quality Inn right here. And they built that. And then them and two other couples built Local Flavor, which was Sadie's Sideboard. They built this in 1982, and they built this hotel. This is the Quality Inn here, and see that chimney there? They have living quarters right here in this. This is right next door to Local Flavor, but they lived here with their two girls, Angie and Cammie, and they ran this hotel, and even the girls ran it. They tell stories about the girls like being at the front desk, and like I think they said Cammie tried to rent out a room when she was about 6 years old to somebody. But anyway, and then after they built the Sadie Sideboard, then they built the Clarion right next door, right there. So we're gonna go over to their house and see them and visit with them, but they made this whole dream of mine come true, and they are precious. So you're gonna love them. So usually in the evenings, Linda and Dwight will take a stroll down the strip, just out of habit. They've ran businesses for so many years that they like to just get in the car and take a little drive and go and see what's going on the strip. So usually in the evenings they'll come by, and they said they'll see cars out in front of the restaurant and they'll just be like, go Michelle. They really are just some great cheerleaders for me. They come in and eat a lot. They bring friends in to eat. They get to-goes a lot, just support me amazingly. And usually Greg comes on the weekends, and then he goes back on Monday or Tuesdays. But when he goes back, sometimes on Monday evening, I'll come over to Dwight and Linda's house and we'll snack around and have a Dr. Pepper and some snacks or whatever, and just visit about, running businesses, and we'll swap stories about customers. And boy, does Dwight have some stories. So this is the road to Linda and Dwight's. Oh, this is Amy Pierce. She is a great customer. She comes in all the time. And here we are at Dwight and Linda's house. They had it all decorated for Christmas. It looked like Clark Griswold. It was awesome.
Hello.
Hi, Linda.
Hello there.
Are you going to be the star today?
Oh, I'm sure.
You're always the star.
Yeah, always.
For you today, but I was going to tell everybody that I do everything that Dwight tells me to do. He told me to put catfish on the menu, and I said, okay, I'm going to put catfish on the menu, and it's like the #1 selling thing that we have. And I said, I always will do what Dwight says. Because Dwight has an elevator in his house. Okay, everybody.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Linda, and she is absolutely precious, and I just love Linda and Dwight. And so today we are going to make for you some chicken fried steak, some fried potatoes, some cream cheese corn. Sound good?
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
All right, here we go. You're not in the way. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is start our fried potatoes because they take the longest. And I usually just take off like the bad spots, you know. I'll just cut the bad spots off. And I was asking Linda if she liked her skin on, and she said, yes, because all the nutrients are in it. I've been telling everybody that. My grandma always said the skin on everything is where all the vitamins and everything. I know. So I usually just do it just like my grandma did. She just took that knife and went down the potato just like that, and then just made these long, skinny fried potatoes just like that. And that's how she did it. So I'm gonna do about, I don't know, enough for a mess. Okay, so Linda's gonna do the finish the potatoes, and then I'm gonna cut up an onion, a sweet onion, because I like onion in my potatoes, and most everybody does. Gives it good flavoring. Then we're gonna make our batter for, it's not batter, breading. Our breading for our chicken fried steak. Get that fried up. I know, sounds good.
We've been waiting for that.
Good. Give me a strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
Those aren't yours, are
Thank
they?
you, no.
I got them out of the refrigerator. Look at them, they're all just perfect.
They are. They're not mine, but thank you, kind
I
sir.
guess Linda got them.
I like to get my grease really hot before I get the potatoes in there and put a little salt and pepper in my oil. So I'm gonna do that. So Linda, you don't cook much anymore. You just, do y'all eat out a lot?
Try to,
Come to Local Flavor.
if I can prolong it long enough.
I know, right? Oh darn, we don't have anything to eat. We have to go out.
Well, when we were working, we'd go out every day for lunch, you know, and
Yeah.
so I guess I kind of got used to that. And then whatever that I didn't eat at lunch, I'd bring it home for supper.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have to cook.
I was telling on my way here that you guys take a stroll down the strip at night to make sure all is well on the strip.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, that looks good. We'll go put it in our hot grease.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, hear that sizzle? Yes. All right. Okay, now we're gonna put our cream cheese corn on to cook while our potatoes are cooking. And all this is one small package of frozen corn. And this is a big hit at the restaurant. So just one small package of the frozen corn, and then you're gonna do just a half a stick of butter, and then 1/2 of this 8-ounce cream cheese, and then we're gonna do salt and pepper, and then just put it on low, and just let it kind of cook a little bit real slow while everything else is cooking, while our potatoes are cooking, and we'll put our cream cheese in and we'll get it going. Okay, so our corn's going, fried potatoes are going. Now we're gonna start on the chicken fried steaks. That we use at Local Flavor for chicken fried steak. So if you like our chicken fried steak, then you can make your own right at home. So we just use, well, maybe it's not exactly the same because I usually make it in a 50-pound tub. So, but this is the same ingredients. So I'm just gonna pour a little flour in here, and I'm probably gonna do about 2 cups since we have some pretty good size cube steaks. Don't those look good? Oh my gosh, so tender. So I have about 4 of these. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in our Tony Chachere's. I love this stuff. So probably about a good tablespoon of that. Gonna do some salt. Same, about a tablespoon to 2 cups. And you can do it to taste, you know, however much stuff you like, do it your way. But these are the things that we put in it. Always use some coarse black pepper, and I like a lot of pepper. And then I put parsley flakes in it just to make it pretty, so that green kind of shows up after it fries up, and it just makes it look so pretty on your plate. All right, and then we're gonna do a little bit of smoked paprika. I'm not gonna use this whole thing, I'll use about half of it, because I wasn't sure. So about a tablespoon of that. And then we're gonna do, this is baking powder, that's our secret. Baking powder is your secret to making it like fluff up. And I'm gonna do about a 1/4 cup of that because it makes it just like crisp up really good and really pretty. and just give it a good stir. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna need buttermilk. So we're gonna put our buttermilk into a little dish here. But the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in your flour first. You're gonna flour it really good. Then you're gonna buttermilk it. Buttermilk it. Woo, it's so tender. It's falling apart. That's good. That's a good sign. That means you'll be able to cut it with a fork. And then we're gonna flour it one more time. And then that'll get it ready for our hot oil, which I already have going. So, flour, buttermilk, flour. And look, it's just already falling apart. It's gonna be so good.
I'm gonna throw them away.
I have to show you that Linda is washing and drying her Sonic cups and her Dana's barbecue. These chicken fried steaks are so tender and my oil is hot. Look at that. Here we go. Oh, yum. It's gonna be good. So our corn is starting to cook and get our cream cheese melted. Looking good. And we're gonna stir our fried potatoes. Oh yeah, these potatoes are looking good and crispy. Yeah, I love mine crispy. And smelling good. Smelling good. We're cooking away. These fried potatoes are pert near perfect. So we're just gonna take them off of here and we're gonna put them right onto a plate with some napkins and get all of the grease off of them. Or oil, all the oil off. These are looking so good. Flipping our steaks, oh my gosh. Oh. So normally I would make my gravy out of this oil here, but since those are still cooking, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my potato oil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use this flour that I've dipped my chicken fried steak in. Don't worry, it'll cook. We'll cook the meat in there. So do a couple of big, maybe 3 pretty good heaping spoonfuls of that. And then you're gonna whisk this up really good. And you wanna make sure that your flour cooks really good. So we're just gonna give that a good whisk and let that cook down just for a little bit. And then I like to set my milk at room temperature so that when you put it in, it doesn't just cool it down too fast. We're adding a little more flour because it's just not as thick as we'd like it. Now it's looking good. There you go. That's what you want it to look like. Kind of pasty like that. And now we're going to add our milk slowly. And then the longer it cooks, the thicker it'll get. Wow. Look at that. Here's our gravy. And I think the lumps, we were trying to decide that the lumps are just little pieces of meat that were left in there. And then here's our fried potatoes. Oh, look at that chicken fried steak and our corn. So, let's eat. Nice and tender.
Right here.
Supper's ready.
Good, I'm hungry.
Okay, take your elevator down. How is it, Dwight? It's so good, he can't even speak. Here we are out on the veranda. What are we at? We're out on the back porch. There's Lake Taneycomo, right?
Right.
Yeah. And look, there's some people fishing down there. What a view. Just sitting here enjoying our chicken fried steak dinner.
Wonderful. You did a great job.
Delicious. Chicken fried steak is so tender you can eat it with a plastic fork.
Good fork.
All the forks were in the dishwasher. For dessert, we have fudge rounds. Cheers. That's the best dessert. And if you put them in the freezer, they're even better. Cosmo wants a bite. So I'm going to tell a story about having Greg come and hang your boat for you. So they had this boat that they wanted to hang on the wall. And I said, oh, Greg can do it. And so I sent Greg over here and I said, hey, come and hang this boat. Let me show y'all. And he come back home and he said, I thought you meant they wanted to hang a Hobby Lobby boat. And this is the boat. And he said, that's the boat that Jesus and the 12 disciples were in. He said it weighed about 1,000 pounds.
I don't know.
Wisdom.
I say be kind to your employees and help them out whenever you can. I know that we always did and helped out at the front desk, and so they're very valuable.
Words of wisdom.
Stay out of the rest of the business.
It's too late. It's too late. Signing off. Thank you for coming and cooking with us and
we've had our lunch.
and meeting my sweet people. Love them.
Oh,
Love you. You're precious.
Oh, we are to some people.
You're precious to me. Okay, well, we'll see ya. I had such a sweet afternoon with Dwight and Linda, and now I'm on my way back to Oklahoma, and I'm going to do some more videos this week, but what a great time we had. I always glean from Linda and Dwight. They are the most genuine, real people, and they're so grateful for everything that they have. We went to Oklahoma a few months ago. They came with me for a night or two, and everything we did, they were so grateful for it. And I know these two people have been all around the world and done some extravagant things, some wonderful, I mean, probably the best of the best trips, the best, but they acted like this little trip with me was one of the best things they'd ever done. And that just really taught me a lot. They made me feel so important, and that everything we did was important, and it made me want to be more like that. Like every little thing, just like her washing the cups, washing the Sonic cups, and taking care of what she has, and being frugal and watching things. I mean, they're just real genuine people. And gosh, I've learned so much from them just by sitting and visiting with them. And I'm so thankful that God put them in my life, and that their generous hearts have made all of this possible. And their whole family is wonderful. Their daughters, Angie and Cammie, have been big supporters of mine, always been sweet to me and treated me the best. And Jordan, one of their granddaughters, works for me. She's one of our servers, and she's a great server, hard worker. She's going to be on Broadway one day, by the way. We'll see her there, but she's a hard worker. They don't take anything for granted. Just a great family, and that just speaks volumes to me. And I just love them, and I'm so thankful that I'm going to have this memory with them. And I got more to come, going to Oklahoma this week, going to make some more videos, and I really appreciate everybody watching and sharing our videos and subscribing to our YouTube channel. And we'll see ya.